Welcome to Horror Hollywood Celebrity Interviews. My name is Giovanna Salas and I'm your host today. And today we have a fantastic guest. His name is Greg Paul. He's an actor, writer, producer, and he has also appeared in several film and television productions. So, Greg, how are you today?
I'm good, Giovanna. How's the weather out there?
The weather is lovely. It's always lovely here.
Los Angeles is like that. I remember I was actually born in Southern California. I was born in Santa Ana.
Yes, I know you are
Yeah,
located right now in New York.
I
And
am.
I would like to ask you, why did you choose to become a producer? And can you share also what has been your biggest challenge by being
Uh,
one?
uh, I don't consider it a challenge. It's actually kind of a necessity. I really got tired of. As an actor, you're the hired help. You get hired to come in and do what it is that you're good at. You come in and they utilize your skill set. But there's so much that goes on behind the scenes, and there's so much creative work that can be done. And as I started to work more and more, I realized, wow, what a fantastic world behind this. I mean, yes, I love being an actor, love being in front of the camera, love working with other actors and being getting into character, and there's all the wonderful things you love as an actor, but your real creativity, as you know, they ask you to ad lib, or they might ask you to do some other things, but your real creativity can be really unleashed in a role as an actor or as a director.
And you have
Or
other qualities such as being an actor and also being a writer. And absolutely, can you share how this help you with your craft, like being a writer, a producer, and an actor?
Well, actually, being an actor has helped me tremendously as a writer because I know what actors want to do. I know what they want to say, what kind of characters they want to play. So that's made me a better writer. And I've been optioned on a couple of things and have several screenplays, of course, in option right now. And we're also producing at No Brains, the production company that I currently work for. So all those things help you become a better actor because you understand what the producers are looking for. You understand why they make the decisions that they do. And it's a lot less frustrating when you start to think like a producer. It informs your decisions as an actor and can make you a much better actor.
And now that you are also working in the other side as a producer, you can see the casting process. Have you done castings as well for actors?
Absolutely. And we've been doing, and obviously we're doing a lot of casting online right at the moment,
Well,
which is, that's great.
I know that you read you have a No Brains production company. It's an international company with Canada, Mexico, and the US.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me how the people can reach you? What are the services that you offer at your company?
All right. So No Brains Productions, or Sin Cerebros for our Mexican partners. And that's Brains with a Z. That's No Brainz Productions, or Sin Cerebros with a Z. Uh, we are a full-fledged television and film production and distribution company. So we are distributing through all of Latin America. We have a production we're putting together down in Mexico right now. We're shooting in Colima, we're shooting in Manzanillo,
Sure.
and we are auditioning people, and we're getting a lot of crew and talent out of Guadalajara, some from Mexico City. A lot of these people are involved with major telenovelas. We'll get some people from Telehits, which is the Latin version of, in America, it would be MTV or VH1. They're VJs, and a lot of good-looking guys and girls that are looking to expand their acting capabilities
But why Mexico? Why did you choose Mexico? Like, I know that you guys are working actually in several screenplays to produce new movies. So this is very interesting to me, and I would like that you share what are you looking for right now. Are you doing castings as well for Latin talent?
Absolutely. We are casting right now for a production we will be shooting in Colima, in Manzanillo, in July. So we are looking for some very specific types. We're looking for young guys and young girls in between that 18 to 26 range. We have a horror movie that we're shooting down there. We are paying, competitive wages. The biggest barrier to entry in the United States making films is always about money. Money is a lot less of an issue because your dollar goes a lot further in Mexico than it does. You're not hampered with the problems that you have in the States. You're not hampered with the cost of SAG actors. You're not hampered with the Teamsters. You're not hampered with all the people that have set up these incredibly expensive barriers for you to attain permits, all the other things that,
Where in Mexico
are
you
required.
planning to shoot these productions? What states?
Colima.
Colima. Okay.
Right.
Are you planning to shoot any of these films like across the border? For example, like Tijuana, there is the cross the border with San Diego, since we are very close.
Oh, well, we'll be doing some stuff in Quintana Roo. We'll be doing some stuff in several other states in Mexico. Our first 3 features are being shot in Mexico specifically, and then we're doing a couple in Canada. In fact, we don't even have anything planned to do in the States. We'll be co-producing with a couple of things in the States, but we're not going to launch a thing into the States until we've already locked down our distribution model, our production model out of the country, because it's just, you get a lot more advantages working out of the country, and it's a lot more cost effective working out of the country than it is trying to make movies in the United States. It's just extremely prohibitive, money wise.
Well, I think that this is a tremendous opportunity for Latin talent, especially I in Tijuana. I will go back to Tijuana. I have I had the opportunity to work in a couple movies down there, and I know the productions are needed. They provide employment. We had the opportunity to share the stories, and it's a beautiful place, and I think that what you're doing is wonderful.
Oh, it's tremendously talented people. Love it down there. I've spent the last couple of years down there, about 6 months out of the year. So I have a place in Akumal over Quintana Roo, where I've been spending a lot of time and have a lot of great friends. And then my partner is over in Colima, in Manzanillo, and heads our production team over there, along with we have actually several partners that we work with that are listed on Gems Films, and some other production partners that we work with. So there's so much talent down there.
Yeah, there are other producers can reach your company for distribution. How that works?
Well, we are setting up a distribution model throughout Latin America, and of course, we already have distributors and people that are on hand for us in the United States and Canada. So we are looking, and we'll be looking to accept films and help distribute films, and Spanish-speaking films specifically. So we're really gearing in on that market. That is a really underserved, and that there's a market that is going to be expanding. That's a market that we see as the future. The American market has topped out. The English-speaking market is a limited market. The Latin American market needs to be expanded upon, and there needs to be more opportunity, and we want to provide that. We're going down to Ventana Sur in Buenos Aires at the end of the year. We're going to be looking to connect and network with other producers from all the Latin American countries.
So where are you working right now? Like in the middle of this unfortunate pandemic, how you are spending your time? What you're doing?
Well, there are 2 things you can do right now. You may not be able to do production, but you can do pre-production and you can do post-production. So these are things that don't necessarily involve a lot of people. B, it's the decision-making process. You're going through, or you're putting your pitch together. You're working on a script. You're getting a preliminary casting. You're raising money. You're doing all these other types of things which don't necessarily involve actual physical production, putting people in rooms and having them work together. Everybody's having to do Zoom and Skype calls and other.
Like we're doing right now.
Like we're doing right now. So yes. It doesn't stop you. It just we've all had to pivot and figure out the best way that you can interact with people. It's much more personal to talk to people face to face. That would be preferable. But in the current situation, that just can't be. That can't be. So we do the best.
Ideas for new movies. You never know.
Well, people are buying, and people are accepting pitches, and I have been talking to other production partners and pitching. We have a series that we're pitching right now. We have another movie that we're pitching right now. My distributors are all lined up. and they wanted to know what was going on with the particular films that we have and that we're in the process of, because they like to see the beginning process when you've got something you're about to put forward. They're very interested.
So where the name came from your company? There is No Brains Productions.
Well, being a writer, I don't want to do things that are too on the nose. So when somebody says, "Oh, that's a no-brainer," it's like no-brainer is a little too, it's right on the nose. So
Sure.
we want something a little bit more fun and something that we can kind of poke fun at. So we just called it No Brains, because everybody that looks at it just, "What, are you stupid? You're going to become a producer? You're going to make movies? Oh my God, you're not going to make any money. And what are you insane?" No, I'm not insane, but I just don't have any brains.
So that's a story, the producer.
So
you
we
never
said,
know what the producer does.
Right. So no brains is the way we decided to go. And it's very tongue in cheek. We're my partner, Derek McKay, is a very funny guy. And we both enjoy and have a great sense of humor, and we have a great sense of humor about our business. We're thrilled to be able to start this and get it going. And this is the first year we're rolling this out and working together as a team.
Well, I think that is fantastic because it's a new company. I think the ideas are in the best moment, the energy, it will be great. And everything that you guys are doing for the Latin American, Canada, and of course the US. But any suggestions that you might have also for the actors? Because a lot of actors, they feel a little bit depressed because they can't go to the casting right now. They have to be a stay-at-home situation. And so you being an actor, any message that you would like to tell them?
There will be casting notices going up on the Sin Cerebros homepage,
Yes.
and which is going to be all in Spanish. And of course, the No Brains homepage, which is going to be going out. Now, those casting calls are not coming out right this minute, but within the next few weeks, there will be a posting. We'll be looking for people. We will be giving out sides. We'll be doing some online auditions. We're going to set that up. So make sure you earmark that page, check it out again in another couple of weeks.
If you have a poster or something like that for the casting, once they come out, we do have a platform, networking platform, and then we can send it out to our outlets, and hopefully you get enough talent there.
Absolutely. And thank you for partnering with us and taking an interest in what we're doing. You guys offer a tremendous service, and you've got a great platform. And I've been a fan for the last couple of years, I guess.
Wow. So how do you hear about Heart of Hollywood?
Well, you guys have a wider footprint than you want, but I'm involved with, I leave myself open. I want to be involved with people in not only in my own community, but in the worldwide community. So when someone has a production company or they're offering media coverage, and I don't just limit this to producers, I branch out and go with actors and a lot of below the line people that are doing, and then the sound people, musicians. There are so many people involved in the making of movies that you can't limit yourself to just one. You get information from all sources, because you never know when that's going to come to fore, when that's going to become useful. And you're able to help other people at the same time.
Absolutely. I think I don't believe necessarily in competition. And I know you have a production company that offers all the way from pre-production, the conception of the idea, to post-production and distribution. That's something that we do as well at Heart Hollywood, but we work in our correlation with other companies, because the most audience that we can reach is best. So I think that I will learn more about your company as well now, and hopefully we can reach more audience. And I think that the talent will be very happy to hear all about those castings that you have, and where they can find you. Can you share with us like any social medias, how they can contact?
We are across all social media. We have, of course, a Twitter account. We have an Instagram account. We've got a Facebook account. We have our website. So yes, No Brains is out there. You shouldn't have any problem. You'll recognize our logo, our little man with the head tilted back, and nothing inside. So
let's put back the man with the. Let's see here. Recognize the logo.
You should have a picture there. Yeah.
Right here. That is the logo for No Brain Productions.
Right.
Welcome to our reality. I love it. And so this is perfect. So the story, an interview there with no whiskers. I know this.
Right, right. This was done pre-corona. So
Absolutely.
like I said, I'm normally a little more clean shaven. But like I said, I haven't had a beard in about 10 years. And I decided that now is obviously a great time to do that. We're all stuck at home.
Different look.
I don't need to impress anyone, other than to speak to them in an authentic manner. And I'm going to do that anyway. So I figured, I haven't had a beard in over 10 years. If I'm going to do it, now's the time. Once things get back to normal, this will probably go away.
It's a different character.
I'm doing the Harrison Ford Call of the Wild look right now. So
absolutely. So any memorable experience that you would like to share with the audience during your years experience in the entertainment industry?
Just never give up. And the thing is that you can pivot. You can start doing more at all times. You're not just an actor. You can do more. You can become a writer. I was working as an actor and working in New York and doing well. I'm still represented. I do a lot of voiceover work, but I realized that, I could do something more. And so I took 4 years and I got my master's in screenwriting a couple years back because I wanted to have some creative control. I wanted to help with the story. And I didn't have the money to really be a big time producer. And I hadn't realized that I could go international. I was so focused on the US and I said, well, I don't have the money to be a producer. You do have the money. You're just not necessarily able to produce in the US. And I didn't want to spend 10 years learning how to become a director, even though we work with other actors and I do know how to direct. I can get a great performance out of an actor. And I know about cameras.
To mention some of the shows that you have appeared in television or films?
I was a regular on Blvd for the first couple of seasons. Body of Proof I worked on, but mostly behind the scenes there. I was a stand-in for John Carroll Lynch, who had a major role in that film. I worked on Rescue Me. I worked on, Person of Interest. Law and Order, of course, and a lot of cop shows.
Law and Order.
I have that look as I used to play detectives. Now I play the chief of detectives. So, and there's a lot. If you're a Discovery ID fan, I'm on a bunch of those: The Perfect Murder, Scorn, Red Rum, Women That Kill.
So you can be the perfect character for those.
I play the detective, or I play the head coroner, or I'm the chief of detectives, or I'm a private investigator, or I'm the victim in The Perfect Murder. Yes. So I'm on a bunch of those Discovery ID shows. The downside of those is that they don't feature the actors. You'll even see the caterers listed, but they don't list the name of the actors, which I think is a disservice. Those people come in and they get on the productions. They work very, very hard, and they compensate you, but you don't get residuals for those. And I don't think that's fair. That company's making millions of dollars. I think that should be shared with actors. And, I'm all about the work, but you are providing a professional service. You deserve to get paid for it. Never work for free. Get something out of it. And I don't mean just an IMDb credit.
Yes.
You deserve to be refunded for the amount of time you put in. If you've gone to school, you spent money on your trade, you paid for headshots, you've got an agent. This is a business and you need to treat it like a business. So never, ever give your services away for free. As a writer, as an actor, as a grip, as a PA, you deserve
as a producer.
As a producer, now you can get onto a passion project and you can give them a discount rate, or you can work for a lower day rate, just like that as an actor. You don't have to go in and work for your regular, you can go in and work at a SAG basic day rate. A lot of actors will do this because they believe in the project and they might take points on the back end or whatever, but they're going in at the SAG day rate or a SAG new media rate. It's okay if you like the project and it serves you, and you get your footage. Ask for your footage and ask for your raw footage, actors, because you want all the scenes. Walk in there with a portable hard drive and say, "Can you dump my scenes onto my hard drive?"
Absolutely.
Because you want those outtakes. That's where the gold is.
You
don't want the finished product. The finished product doesn't matter to you. You want the outtakes. That's where they spent 5-15 minutes of you, scenes of just you. And that's what you want. That's the thing you need for your reel. So make sure you get your outtakes. Make sure that you do your part by bringing your producer or director, a blank, hard drive and say, "Hey, I'm doing this for you. I would like you to do this for me. Hand me, can you give me all
And
my scenes? Give me the
writing,
outfits.
please, and writing. Make a contract. I always suggest that actors
Absolutely.
to do a contract because the thing with actors is that sometimes they go do a role, perhaps for no pay, perhaps because it's a passion or love project,
Mhm.
and it's very difficult to get the footage because you don't want, first of all, to show the scenes to the audience, and everyone knows about the show. The second thing is it takes 6 months to perhaps a little bit longer in post-production. And
Mhm.
so besides that, the actor probably looks different a little bit. So he needs to
Right.
get the footage
Right.
a little
In
bit earlier.
costume, on set, with the best lighting, good sound, all that stuff works to your advantage. So make sure that you deal with the director, producers up front. Tell them, yes, I will do this for you. You'll have me for 5 days or 7 days or 2 weeks, whatever it is. But I want my footage. At the end of every day, you can dump it onto the hard drive, but before I walk away, you need to give me my scenes. I will sign a non-disclosure agreement, and I will agree not to release these publicly. I'm not going to post this on YouTube. I'm not going to put it out on Facebook. I'm not going to put it on social media, but I am going to use it for my personal use. I'm going to put it on my reel, which goes out to other movie and television professionals. I'm not going to blast this out on the media before or until after the release of your movie. So I will be, we work together on this. I'm doing you a favor. We'll do this together. You're going to take my word and my agreement that I will not release this material in advance, and you give me the material. So this is how you partner with your production partners.
Thank you, Greg. I think that this is a great advice for all of our talent there is beyond this interview, because I think that is one of the major issues that actors have is not having the real putting together. So I think that is a great advice. So thank you so much, Greg. There is anything else that would you like to share with our audience?
Well, as a producer, we value this. We know how important this is, which is why we're working with a lot of young undiscovered talent in Guadalajara and in Mexico, because we're going to be shooting them and putting their best foot forward. Now, they may not have been doing a lot of work, but we'd like to turn them into movie stars. That's why we're shooting them and using them in our movie. We believe in the talent that's down there. We want them to become successful. We want to give them materials so that part of their promotion package says, I was in this feature film. Here's what I do. Here's what I look like. Here's what I sound like. We're going to make that material available for them because they're partnering with us. And it's just as important for us to be transparent and work with them, provide value for them because they're providing value for us. So we are partnering with people. That's what we do. When we bring the production partners in and other people that we rent cameras from or that we rent lighting from, we're partnering with them. They are our partners. And we value that. We don't want to cut people short. We want to give them more value.
And this helps the economy a great deal.
Absolutely.
Because one of the things that I think the producers, we should also let know a little bit to the audience how the work goes behind the scenes. Because a lot of people doesn't know that, we have prop masters, yes, but they can be also like handymen, crafts, cleaning. I mean, all types of professions are needed into the making of a motion picture.
And your set designers, your grips, your electricians, your catering, food. You may not pay people money, or you may pay them a little bit of money, but you have to feed them. And you have to feed them well, because if they're going to partner with you and do that, then you need to show your appreciation. And that's one of the best ways as a producer or any kind of filmmaker to show your appreciation to your crew. Make sure that they've got snacks and food and drinks and everything they need, because if they're not, you want everybody happy on your set. And that's one way. You may think, oh, that's the way I'll cut back or I'll save money. No, that's where you spend the most money. You spend the money and you make sure everybody's comfortable and that they have what they need. And that goes a long, long way.
Well, thank you so much, Greg, for being with us today, the Heart of Hollywood Celebrity Interviews. And after this pandemic, we would love to have you back in the studio and make another interview with you. I think
fantastic. Let's partner on a project. I mean, we will discuss this, because there's going to come a time that we're going to be able to work together.
For sure. So thank you so much. Thank you, friends, that you are seeing us right now. And if you have any questions, please leave your comments on Facebook Live. I will get back with Greg, and perhaps he will be able to reply to your comments.
I might even shave.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Greg, once again, and bye-bye, everyone. And we
Bye-bye,
are
everybody.
ending.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.